My name is Emma. I am 35 years old. For many years, my life was quiet and simple. I had a good husband named Peter. He was kind, smart, and gentle. He always helped me. He always listened to me. He made me feel safe. We had 2 wonderful children. Our son, Jake, is 10 years old now. Our daughter, Lily, is 8 years old. They are sweet and full of energy. They love to laugh and play. They are my joy and my reason to smile every day. I met Peter when I was young. I was still in school. He was older than me. He already had a job and worked in his family's business. He was calm, strong, and very kind. He treated me with respect. He spoke softly and always smiled. I felt safe around him. I felt happy. After I finished school, we got married. We had a big wedding. I wore a long white dress. Peter wore a black suit. Our family and friends came. There was music. There was dancing. Everyone smiled. Everyone laughed. It was a beautiful day. It was the start of our new life. We moved into a nice house. Peter worked during the day. I stayed home and took care of our children. After a few years, Peter told me, "Emma, you should learn about our family business. One day, you will need to know everything." I did not understand why, but I listened to him. I started to learn. I read books. I watched how Peter worked. He taught me step by step. We were happy. Jake and Lily made our house full of love. Jake loved to run and play outside. Lily loved to draw and help me cook. Peter always made time for us. Even when he was busy, he would play with the kids, help with homework, or talk to me while I cooked. He often said, "Family is the most important thing in life." One evening, we had a dinner party. We invited friends to celebrate a new business deal. Peter was happy that night. He talked, laughed, and smiled. Everyone enjoyed the dinner. But later, Peter looked tired. He sat down. His face was red. "I feel a little hot," he told me. I gave him water and asked if he was okay. He nodded and said, "I'm fine." Later that night, after the guests left, Peter said he wanted to lie down. I helped him to bed. He said it was just his heart. He told me not to worry. But in the middle of the night, I woke up. Peter was not breathing well. His face looked different. I felt afraid. I called for help. I called the ambulance. I waited. I hoped. But it was too late. Peter had died. He was gone. That moment broke my heart. My world changed. I cried for many days. I stayed in bed. I did not want to eat or talk. The house became quiet. Too quiet. Jake asked, "Where is Daddy?" Lily sat beside me and said, "Mom, please don't leave us too." Her little voice made me cry more. But her words also gave me strength. I knew I had to wake up. I had to be strong. My children needed me. They were scared. They needed love. They needed comfort. Slowly, I started to move again. I got out of bed. I made breakfast. I cleaned the house. I helped Jake with his schoolwork. I read stories to Lily before bedtime. It was hard. Every little thing felt heavy. But I kept going, one small step at a time. One day, I was cleaning Peter's office. I found a letter. It had my name on it. The letter was from Peter. He wrote it before he passed away. The letter said, "Emma, if you are reading this, I am no longer with you, but I want you to remember something. You are strong. You are brave. Don't stop living. Don't lose your smile. Live fully. Live for yourself. And live for our children. I will always love you." I cried while reading it, but I also felt warm inside. Peter believed in me. He trusted me. He wanted me to be happy. That letter became my light in the dark. After that day, I worked harder. I took care of the business. I took care of my children. I went to meetings. I answered phone calls. I made decisions. People started to respect me. They said, "Emma, you are doing so well." I smiled and said thank you, but inside, I still missed Peter every day. Even though I was doing my best, I felt empty sometimes. I missed his voice. I missed the way he laughed. I missed his hugs and quiet words. I never thought I would feel love again. I told myself, I will not love again. My heart belongs to Peter. I believed that. For 4 years I did not date. I did not look at any other man. I stayed alone. I focused on my children. I focused on work. Life had another plan for me. 4 years had passed since Peter died. I worked hard every day. I took care of my children. I ran the business. I smiled when I needed to. But inside I still felt alone. The days were full, but the nights were quiet and long. I missed talking to someone. I missed laughing with someone. My heart still hurt, but I also felt a small space inside that was empty and waiting for light. One day, my friend invited me to join a hobby group. It was a group of women who met once a week to do embroidery. At first, I said no. I was too busy, too tired. But my friend said, Emma, just come and try. You need something for yourself. I thought for a while, then said yes. The group met every Saturday afternoon. It was peaceful. We sat in a small room with tea, soft music, and colorful threads. We talked, shared stories, and laughed. I began to relax. It felt good to be around other women. I started to enjoy it. One of the women in the group was named Sarah. She was kind and always had a big smile. She was a good listener. One day, during a break, Sarah said, Emma, I want you to meet someone. He's my younger brother. His name is Alex. He's visiting this weekend. I smiled politely but didn't think much about it. I was not looking to meet anyone. But 2 days later, when I went to the group meeting, Sarah was there with her brother. That was the first time I saw Alex. He was tall. He had blue eyes and a kind smile. His voice was warm and calm. He looked at me, and I looked away. I felt nervous. Later, I found out he was 28 years old. I thought, he is younger than me. He would never be interested in someone like me. But he was. After that day, Alex started coming to the group sometimes. He didn't sew, but he liked to sit and talk. He helped bring snacks or clean up after the meetings. Slowly we began to talk more. He asked about my work, about Jake and Lily, and about my life. I told him little by little. I told him about Peter. I told him I was not ready for love again. He listened without trying to fix anything. He did not tell me what to do. He just listened. Alex started visiting our shop. He said he liked learning about business. Sometimes he helped me move boxes or set up displays. Other times he brought lunch and said, You work too hard, Emma. He was gentle. He never pushed me. He was just there. He met Jake and Lily. At first, they were shy, but Alex was funny and playful. He taught Jake how to kick a soccer ball better. He sat with Lily while she painted pictures. He helped them with small school projects. I watched from the kitchen, and I felt something in my chest, something soft, something warm. One weekend, Alex invited us for a picnic. We went to a nearby park. It was a sunny day. We played games, ate sandwiches, and lay on a big blanket under the trees. The children laughed. I laughed. I had not laughed like that in years. I looked at Alex and thought, maybe it's okay to smile again. But I was still afraid. I thought, what will people say? I am older. I have children. I had a husband I loved so much. I worried. I felt guilty. Alex never forced anything. He gave me time. When I felt sad, he was quiet. When I needed help, he was there. His kindness was like a soft light in a dark room. After a few months, he asked, Can I take you out for coffee? I said yes. We talked for hours. He told me about his life. He had worked many jobs. He was now thinking about starting something new. He was kind, thoughtful, and open. I told him about my fears. He said, Emma, I don't want to take Peter's place. I just want to be in your life, if you let me. My heart was confused. I still missed Peter. But when I was with Alex, I felt light again. I felt like I could breathe. One evening, after dinner, Lily said, "Mom, I liked Alex. He makes you smile." I looked at her and felt tears in my eyes. Jake nodded and said, "He's fun, and he helps you a lot." I knew they saw it too. Alex was not Peter, but he was kind, good, and caring, and he brought something into our lives: hope. I did not know what would happen next, but I knew one thing. I was starting to feel alive again. 1 year had passed since I met Alex. During that year, we talked often. We spent time together. He helped at the shop, joined our family picnics, and played with Jake and Lily. My heart was slowly healing. I felt more peace, more light, and more hope. But I was still careful. I still held back part of my heart. I did not know if I was ready to love again. One evening, after a quiet walk in the park, Alex looked at me and said, "Emma, I love you. I want to be with you. I want to live with you." His voice was soft. His words were kind. But my heart started to beat fast. I looked down. I didn't know what to say. I was afraid. I said, "Alex, I still think of Peter. He was my husband. I don't want to forget him." Alex took my hand. He said, "You don't have to forget Peter. I know he was a big part of your life. I'm not asking you to replace him. I just want to be part of your life now. I want to be here with you and with the children." I didn't speak right away. I needed time to think. That night, I sat on my bed and opened Peter's letter again. I read his words slowly. Live fully for yourself and for the children. Don't let life take your smile. I closed my eyes and imagined Peter's face. I remembered his love, his kindness, and his wish for me to be strong. I realized something important. Peter would want me to be happy. He would want me to feel love again. Not to forget him, but to keep living. The next day, I talked to Jake and Lily. I said, "Alex wants to live with us. He loves us. He wants to be part of our family. What do you think?" Jake smiled. "That's great, Mom. He's already like family." Lily ran to hug me. I love Alex. He makes everything fun. Hearing their words made me feel calm. I felt ready. Ready to open my heart again. Not to erase the past, but to welcome a new future. We moved to a new house. It was big enough for all of us. It had a garden where Lily could grow flowers and a small yard where Jake could play soccer. There was a bright kitchen and a living room filled with sunlight. It felt warm. It felt like home. Alex brought love and laughter into our lives. Every evening we cooked dinner together. He made jokes while chopping vegetables. He taught Jake how to build small wooden toys. He painted with Lily and hung her drawings on the wall. Sometimes we sat on the porch and watched the stars. I held his hand, and for the first time in many years, I felt truly peaceful. Alex never tried to be Peter. He never asked me to stop talking about him. He even helped me hang a photo of Peter in the living room. He said, "He is part of this home too." That meant so much to me. Some people said things. They whispered, "She moved on too fast," or "He is too young for her." But I did not listen. They did not know our story. They did not feel our hearts. I knew the truth. I was not replacing love, I was growing it. There was space in my heart for both Peter and Alex. One Sunday afternoon, we went to the park again. The same one where we had our first picnic. Jake played with a kite. Lily ran through the grass. I sat next to Alex on the blanket. Looked around at my children, at the sky, at Alex. My heart felt full. I smiled and whispered, "Thank you, Peter. You helped me find my strength. You gave me love, and now I know how to give it again." Alex looked at me and said, "You're quiet. What are you thinking?" I said, "I'm thinking about life. It can be very hard, but it can also be beautiful." Alex nodded. "Yes, especially when we choose to live it with love." Now, I feel ready for the future. I know it may not always be easy, but I also know I am not alone. I have my children. I have Alex. I have memories of Peter that will always live in my heart. Life gave me love once. And then, when I thought it was over, life gave me love again. This is not the story of forgetting. It is the story of remembering, healing, and beginning again with courage, hope, and love. Emma's story is about love, loss, healing, and hope. She had a peaceful life with her husband Peter and two lovely children, Jake and Lily. Peter was kind and smart. He loved Emma deeply and built a warm family with her. But one day, Peter passed away suddenly, and Emma's world fell apart. She cried, she stayed in bed, and she felt lost. Her children also felt the pain, but Lily's soft voice asking her to stay strong gave Emma a reason to stand up again. Emma began to take care of the family business. She worked hard every day. She also found a letter from Peter that told her to live, smile, and keep going for herself and for their children. That letter helped Emma move forward, even though her heart still hurt. Then, one day, Emma met Alex. He was younger, kind, and respectful. Slowly with time, he helped Emma smile again. He didn't try to replace Peter. He simply stayed by her side, helped her with the business, and played with Jake and Lily. The children liked him. Emma liked him too. But she was afraid of judgment, afraid of letting go. Alex was patient. He waited and listened. He showed love without pressure. And Emma realized she could keep Peter in her heart, while also welcoming new love. With support from her children and the memory of Peter's words, she opened her heart again. She let Alex become part of her life. Now, they live together in a new home filled with peace and laughter. Peter will always be in Emma's heart. But now, she knows that love can grow again. Her story reminds us that even after pain, life can bring something beautiful. The lesson from this story is, it's okay to feel pain, and it's okay to need time, but we must keep going. Life changes, and we must open our hearts to new beginnings. We don't forget the past, but we also don't stay stuck in it. We can move forward with love, courage, and hope. Congratulations for listening and understanding this story in English. You have improved your listening and vocabulary just by following along. Now, a small question for you. Why did Emma finally open her heart to Alex? A. Because he looked like Peter. B. Because he was kind, patient, and never rushed her. Please comment A or B below to share your answer. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to support us in creating more beautiful and easy English stories for you. If you enjoyed this and want to support our work, please consider donating. Creating free quality content takes time and effort, and your help will give us the strength to continue. Thank you so much for learning with us.